Okay, so all we're going to do today is working on graphing. So we're just doing this page. The other two pages we will save for tomorrow. So the first thing I want us to do is create a table based upon 2 to the x. So if I raise 2 to the negative 2, what do I get? 1/4. 2 to the 0, 2 to the 1, 2 squared, cubed, to the 4th power. So then we could graph this, right? All of our exponentials have a point right here at that 0, 1, unless they've been shifted up or down. All our parents definitely have this point right here. Then after that, we go 1, 2. We go 2, 4. We go 3, 8. And then, of course, going the other way, it gets tiny. We have a asymptote at the x-axis. It's growing really fast. So tell me about the intercept for this. What is it? 0, 1. So y-intercept. What about the domain? Range? Where 0 is not included. And then the asymptote. Good. So if we want to graph the log base 2, you see how that has that b of 2 down there? This goes log base, and then there's a number. So log base 2 of x is going to be the inverse to 2 to the x. So I can take that table up above, and where I had 8, it's going to equal what? 3. Where I had 4, it's going to be, where I had 1, 0. 1/4. What about 0? D and E. What about negative 5? It's also D and E. Okay, so let's graph these points. Now I'm going to go to that 1.01 instead of 0, 1. It's going to be 1, 0. Then I'd go 4. It's 4, 2. We grabbed the wrong one. It's like, that's not right. So it's 4, 2. At 1/4, it's negative 2. Oh, it's totally not 4, 2. I'm still stuck on my other. There's 4, 2. Sorry. Eight, 3. And you can see how this one is going to go this way. And then it's going to run down along the y-axis. So what's the intercept in this one? In this case, it's going to be an x-intercept, isn't it? So while our exponential had a y-intercept, this one's going to have an x-intercept for the parent functions. Of course, once you start shifting stuff around, that's going to be different. Domain, which is the same as the range of the other. Range, which is the same as the domain of the other. What about the asymptote? Very good. So I'm going to go ahead and add that to my graph. Okay, so then we have to do a transformation, which is what you were doing on your marble slides. This transformation right here is telling us to do what right here? Right 5 and up 8. And that's all we have to do, right? It's a base of 2, so you start off with that 2 to the x and you flip them. So I'm going to go to this point right here, and I'm going to go, you know what I'm going to do first? I'm going to move my asymptote. It's going to be now at 5, isn't it? It's going to go right 5. And I'm going to take that point right there, and I'm going to count over 5 and up 8. Then I got this point right here. I'll count over 5 and up 8. And at that point, I could graph it. I've got enough of a... You okay with that? So anything on the inside is going to impact your x's, and it's a liar. Anything on the outside. And then, of course, the base is going to be whatever the parent 2 to the x, 3 to the x, 4 to the x was. Are we okay with that? Okay. So at this point, you can keep working on your marble.